Welcome to Open Convo. My name is Franklin, and today I'm here with
Ralph.
Yes, Raphael. Today we are come to talk about something very serious. Let's talk about data prices in Ghana.
Let's talk about data.
Data pricing in Ghana, as you know, is Charlie. Is very expensive. Data pricing in Ghana is very expensive. It's very mind blowing.
Tell me about it.
Yes, and Tech in Chi.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, he has been really pressing and some just neck for the reduction of
Who the snake?
Yes, gang pressing power. Like it's he should keep up what he's doing, because when Sam George was in opposition, he was actually talking a lot.
Let's have that conversation.
If President Mahama becomes president January 2025, and the first budget is read, which will be sometime in March of 2025. And the budget doesn't announce a scrapping of CST, Miss Sam George, I would attack President Mahama on it.
That's not enough.
When he was in opposition, I think Esla Usu
was the one in charge.
Was the one in charge, and Charlie she did things. She did things, and when Sam George was in opposition, he was actually saying a lot. And when you people vote for me, when I come into power, I'll reduce the data cost. I'll do this. I'll do that. He talked a whole lot. And it's, I think, 6 or 7 months into the new. Are we 6 or 7 months? I mean, since NDC came, since he came into power,
almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months, and we are not seeing the changes that he's talking about.
Is it too soon? Like, I mean,
that's what people are saying. That it is too soon. They should give him.
But another angle is that it's because of the way he spoke. He spoke as if like
immediately he comes.
He's fixing things and putting things in order. So maybe he has put pressure on himself in some way. But if you think about it too, it's like too soon.
I don't think it's too soon, no, because in Ghana, when they make their mind that they are implementing something, it is very fast and swift. Just look at the 1 cedi tax that they are imposing on the fuel. Like, they've done it. So if you are reducing taxes or data, you shouldn't.
It should be like that.
Yeah, it should be as swift as that.
We've given you people the power. Like, you guys have the power now.
Yes, so, and they are delaying. And that Tech in Chi guy, I really appreciate what he's doing. He's always on his neck.
Close marking.
He's always on his neck. And then some George will come, and then you'll be giving some long, and it's a process. We'll do it. Charlie, serious.
We need the data prices to go down, cause bro, like, let me show you my office today. Like, it's crazy. See,
that is the office are crazy.
The office are like 12 cedis, 18 cedis, 38 cedis, and guess what? None of them is up to 10 gig.
Just 4 gig, 2 gig, and so on and so
gig.
Forth. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wonder what they think 2 gig and 3 gig will do to us. Like,
for real, bro.
It's not. And talking about data pricing in Ghana, Telesaw did something this past week that's like, I actually don't understand. I'm talking about the broadband, those who use the broadband.
The broadband.
So, they increased their prices this past weekend without informing anyone.
Wow.
So my broadband was.
They said if they inform you, move back as
No, but they're supposed to inform us. And it's funny because as we are advocating for data prices to be decreased, the ASLA saw increasing their prices without actually telling us.
People.
So I was on Twitter yesterday and over the past weekend, people were like, how can they increase prices without informing the public? Sam George, do something. Sam George,
bro.
Sam George, do something about it. Sam George, why should they do this? Sam George, why should they do this? It's very serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's very serious.
Like, he should. I don't know how he's going to do it, but like the way the pressure is coming, we are feeling the heat, and like we kind of had some trust in him that like
when he comes,
shabu, quick. So I don't know. He should please do something for the boys and the girls.
Yeah, so I was on Twitter and some of the users or people who are complaining about Telesur increasing their prices. They send screenshots of bundle that they've bought and the new pricing and so on and so forth. I myself, it affected me because I've been buying 330 CDs for 210 gig for 30 days. So mine was about finishing this past weekend, and I was depositing money, and then I realized that 330 CDs, no, I'm buying 360 CDs. And not just only that package, the rest of the packages have all been increased by, I think, 30 CDs. And they've actually increased the gig a little bit. They've increased it by, I think, 15 gig, which is a bit, it's not good, but it's okay. It's okay. But why should they increase it without actually informing us?
That's the thing.
And they didn't send messages or, oh, dear customer, from this day and this, we will be increasing our data prices. So nothing of sorts.
That's bad.
That's bad. And anytime I buy it, I actually don't check the receipt or anything. Immediately I buy it and then it goes through. I'm like, oh, fine.
The beef.
But people posted the receipts. And Charlie, we've been paying a lot of taxes on the data.
Yeah. Low key.
We've been paying a lot of taxes on data. Can you imagine we still pay COVID levy? I mean, what is it? COVID-19 levy.
Still.
We still pay that thing on data. So somebody posted the receipts, and I will show it on the screen though, but this is the person paying, I think, the highest one family bundle with Telecel, and I think now the new prices is 1,045 Ghana cedis on data.
On data. Hey, people get money.
It's very serious. It's very serious. And when you look at the taxes, right, we have CST 5%. We have
what's that? What's
CST? I don't know what CST means.
Wow. We're paying for things we don't know.
And CST is 5%. We are paying for NHIL, which is 2.5%. We are paying for Get Fund, which is 2.5%. We are paying for COVID-19 levy, which is 1%. And then we are paying VAT of 15%.
Wow.
So
All
this on data. And I don't know why they are imposing all these taxes on us, the consumers.
That's consumers, like everything is on us.
Everything is on us.
Hey.
The cost.
Anyemi,
Everything is on us. And I don't know why we should be paying all these things. I mean, why are we still paying for COVID levy?
Bro, another question.
Why are we still paying for COVID levy? And then, so when you look at all this, right? When you look at all this, it means that the 1,045 CDs that the person is paying, without all those taxes, the data the person was actually supposed to pay was 818 CDs.
Instead of the 1,000 something.
But because of all those taxes, it has increased the price to 1,045 CDs on data.
Country called Ghana.
It's very serious. Data is very expensive.
Very. It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
Fun fact, I checked my budget and I've spent more on data than on my girlfriend.
Seriously.
For real. I just did a math. Yeah. Data has taken my money more than my girlfriend.
That's serious.
That's serious.
And we are even talking about the broadband though. Not even talking about the
small ones, the view ones, so data.
The small ones we've been using on our phones.
Data move view ones.
If you are using MTN and you don't get the, how do you call it? The just for you bundles. If you don't get
a good one,
a good offer, then you're in trouble.
You're cooked.
And you don't have any of that option now to buy this three Ghana CD bundles. And that 3 Ghana CD bundle.
Yeah, they talk data movie ones.
300 and how do you call it?
340 megabytes.
Yeah, 340 megabytes. Charlie, you buy that bundle for 50 times in a day, and it won't do anything.
Nothing, bro. Share backwash.
It's very serious. And then previously, we were having MTN had a bundle. How do we call it? Zone bundles.
Zone
bundles. And it was scrapped, and then they brought it back, and now it became worse. Even before that, MTN, we could buy I think 214 gigabytes of data for I think 350 CDs, if I'm not mistaken. And when you buy it using their MTN app, you actually get 50% bonus
Bonus,
on the
yeah.
214 gig for 7 days. No, life was so good back then.
Life was good, and it brings up this conversation. Like, what are the other telcos doing? Like,
Yes, you know,
Celicel,
Airtel Tigo,
bro, like,
they are worse.
where they are not pulling their weight. Like,
Yes.
this is the time they should also, like, because MTN is
Yes.
killing us. So
Yeah, so it's actually bringing me back to what you are coming to say, you know. When the zone bundle was scrapped,
Mhm.
and the 214 gig for 350 CDs, I think that one too, they reduced it to,
Yeah.
I think 180 something.
Yeah, it's 190 something.
Yeah, but now it
192
is 98 gig
Gig
or
or
something.
something.
For the same 350 CDs or so.
Bro, I bought one some time ago.
It's bad. And the explanation was that the order came from NCA. And then they were like, MTN has too many shares in Ghana. And it's like it's a monopoly.
It's a monopoly.
So they are actually doing that so that the other telcos will actually do better. But Charlie,
Yeah, they
what
can't.
if the other telcos are not doing their job well? Like, I don't think it's a fault of MTN.
Us, yeah.
You know,
Or
and you have
MTN.
to force MTN to actually, you know, when you go to Nigeria, they have 5G.
You don't say.
Yes, but in Ghana we don't have 5G. And I learned the reason is the same reason why. The reason why 5G is not in Ghana, I stand to be corrected though, but the reason why 5G is not in Ghana is because, you know, MTN is ready to give us 5G. But I learned when they bring 5G, since the other telcos are not on 5G and stuff, it will still be the same thing. MTN will have a monopoly in something. That's why we don't have 5G in Ghana. You know, Airtel Tigo is still on 3G.
Bro, that network, they are not serious, honestly.
I don't know why Airtel Tigo is
like
still...
I used to use
Airtel
Airtel,
Tigo.
like, bro, they're not serious at all.
Airtel Tigo is still on 3G.
Look at that.
And it's very serious.
2025.
2025, we are still on 3G.
Oh.
And I remember last year around November, I learned 5G was coming to Ghana. I don't know if you heard of it.
I heard the rumors.
Yes.
And 5G.
And 5G. And then it was Airtel Tigo that I learned that they were the first to actually bring 5G in Ghana. And I was like, so you people that you're on 3G, that you never went to 4G, you're jumping straight to 5G. How is that possible? And
oh, God.
That happened, I think, November last year. And we are in, June. And I haven't seen 5G anywhere. So what happened to the 5G?
The 4G, look how they are stressing. Oh, how they are stressing us. So imagine 5G. Like,
5G.
The prices they'll bring. Hey.
And I learned it is very fast, but we still don't have 5G in Ghana.
Still don't have 5G.
So what is the NCA doing? What is Sam George doing? I mean, I was on the internet and I'm like, you should just reduce the taxes so that the prices of data prices will reduce.
Because the taxes, when you impose the taxes, I don't really,
it's always on us to pay.
It's always on us. Like, why do we have to, like, suffer for this kind of decisions? And, like, the citizens, we are hustling, we are trying. Like, help us out.
Unfortunately, Starlink is in Ghana, but Starlink is on the board day.
Starlink, they don't go there, boss.
Starlink no
go there.
Starlink is very expensive. It was, I think, a little bit on the low. I think people will actually go for that. That one to pay
very expensive.
Not even the monthly. You know, the monthly, I think it is 700 CDs or so. But to get the kit itself, it's about 4K or so. I mean, getting that amount of money. And, you know, with that one too, it is stationary. You can only, like, in your home or in your office. Meaning when you get out of the office or when you get out of home, you can't use it.
Stress.
Yes, and so on and so forth. You know. So, how do you think we can solve this issue?
The other telco should sit up. Like,
exactly.
Me, this thing, it vexes me. I don't know. You Telecel. Like, I used to
use Telecel.
Like Telecel a lot too. Because in, like, the way things are going, like, in the midst of, like, the price hikes and everything, Telecel had, like, somewhat reasonable office. Yeah. So yeah, I used to like them. But if I buy it,
it doesn't work everywhere.
That's the thing.
If
I buy it, I can't use it. Like, you can't even load WhatsApp status. like some basic things. Like, what's going on?
It works well when you're in certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
but in certain areas, it
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't know.
work
I
well.
don't know. I'm not into those technical things, but I don't know like how difficult it is to like do what MTN is doing. Like,
yes, you understand. And Telesur is a big, brand.
big brand. So.
I thought it go there, we won't even go there because they are still on 3G.
Ah, Lord.
They are still on 3G. So I
80.
need a thought to go, in paying phone. You people should come and explain to us why we are in 2025 and we are still on 3G. I mean, what can we do with 3G? I mean, 4G ni crying who ano and
You can't stream.
you can't
Even
stream.
with 4G, streaming is Charlie Takashi.
And you're still on 3G. And it's very sad that we don't have glue.
Like the world is moving. Like
Hey,
we need data.
and the reason why MTN has been like the government has held their legs is because the other telcos are not pulling
their weight.
You understand? I don't know. I think it is very unfair to MTN, because that the other telcos are not pulling their weight.
Yeah.
You are like.
So okay. So if those two can't like another, is there any other telco that can come to Ghana and be like, okay, these two can't do it, obviously. So
yes.
Here we are. Like we
need competition. That's the word. Yeah, we need competition in Ghana.
We need competition.
That's I said earlier. That's why it saddens me that Glow doesn't actually function well in Ghana.
Glow.
Because when Glow came,
another banger.
their data offers were crazy. It was just unfortunate that I don't know. It's very unfortunate that we don't have Glow. Like Glow is no more in Ghana here because they are bundled. Like almost bundling. Charlie.
They were for the streets.
Yes,
streets will never forget.
Yeah, Glow, Charlie. So it's unfortunate that now they are no longer there. And then we have to deal with MTN, and then the rest of the telcos. Whatever Tech and Tree guy is doing, he should continue doing it. Some of us we don't have the
voice.
We don't have the voice. So if he's standing in as the voice for Ghanaians to do it,
we support you.
We support him. We should continue pressing their necks.
Stand on their
because you can't pay so much on taxes just for data. It's very crazy. Sam George, I think it got to a point
honorable.
Yes. It got to a point on every holidays, right? Mm-hmm. The telco started giving 10 gigabytes of data for 6 gig. I think during the...
Is it 6 CDs or?
Yes, I think 6 CDs.
For 10 gig?
For 10 gig. And I saw it across all the telcos. I mean, MTN did it.
I think they had some arrangement like that.
Yes.
Yeah, when it came.
They did it. So if you can actually do that, why can't you just reduce? Because how many holidays do we have in Ghana that?
And even I heard someone saying this holiday card.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it. And then he came back and he gave an explanation that holiday and that bundle is for public holidays, but not for religious
holidays.
Like, are we separating the holidays? Holiday be holiday.
What's holiday be holiday?
Holiday be holiday. Holiday be holiday. So you can't say religious holiday and then Charlie.
Wow.
So like Charlie, they are really killing us. What is his name? The Tech and Tree guy. He has been consistently attacking some church. And this past weekend he actually went to his Excellency John Dramani Mahama because he too, when he was doing his campaign and things, he was like, when I come into power, I'll reduce the taxes. So he was also calling on the president because you said this in your campaign or your manifesto, whatever it is. So now that you're in power, do what you say you
working.
Do. Yeah, show working.
If it be easy.
Yes. Yeah, so you should do it. If you can impose 1 cedi tax bill on Ghanaians within a twinkle of an eye, that is the same way you can also reduce cost on data prices. Sharp. I still don't get why we are paying COVID levy fund, whatever it is. I don't know why we are still paying COVID levy. I don't know why we are paying CST. I don't know what the CST means.
They don't think about that.
I don't know why we are paying all those taxes just for data that we will use. I mean, come on.
They don't think about us.
They don't think about us, Charlie. So, Charlie, on the issue of data pricing in Ghana, the government should do something about it. So this is where we'll end today's episode of Open Convo. Today I was here with
Ralph.
and we'll see you on another episode. We have a lot of things to talk about, Charlie. So see you in another episode.